It's very juicy. It's got that cheesy sauce, which tastes a little bit like Big Mac sauce.
In today's episode, I'm doing what I do best, eating apparently, and talking about how one American sports star brought burgers and fast food to the masses in Brazil.
Okay guys, I am here at Guarulhos International Airport in Sao Paulo, which is Brazil's largest airport, I think, biggest international hub airport. I'm about to embark on a 12-hour flight. I'll talk about the whole flying and the journey experience in another video. Right now, I'm here talking today about a fast food restaurant that only exists here in Brazil, and it's called Bob's Burgers. Because you know, it's always interesting to review other places' food places that are kind of unique to a country. And Bob's Burgers is definitely one of them, but it's got a very fascinating, interesting story, which I think many of you guys, especially if you're from North America or if you're a tennis supporter, will enjoy learning about, right? Bob's Burgers here in Brazil. It's basically like McDonald's, to be honest with you. It is a fast food burger chain like McDonald's, and it was founded by a famous American called Robert, or shortened to Bob, Robert Falkenberg. Hopefully I'm saying that right, I'm not sure. But he was a tennis superstar back in the day, a big deal, an American tennis player who won Wimbledon. Why is he important to the story of a Brazilian fast food chain? Well, I'll tell you in a wee minute. But first of all, I just want to say thank you very much for joining in. It's great to see you here from Sao Paulo International Airport, where I'm getting ready for my big long international long-haul flight. Thanks for joining in to all of my Brazil videos as well. I've been out here. There's a playlist down below if you want to see any of them. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit subscribe. And everybody hit the thumbs up like button and I'll be forever grateful. But today we're doing a test video, a try and test of Bob's Burgers here in Brazil. Here's the story.
Born in 1926 in New York, Bob Falkenberg was an American tennis star who won Wimbledon in 1948.
Record crowds were at Wimbledon this year for the All-England Lawn Tennis Championships. Falkenberg, however, soon got going again, and his tremendous service and intelligent timing won him the third set 6-2.
Fair to say, this puts him in the American Sporting Hall of Fame for all time.
And received his trophy from Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Kent in the Royal Box.
Tell us how you feel now, having won yesterday.
Well, I'm very happy about it. I think I enjoyed the match very much, and I was a little bit lucky to come out on the winning end.
Bob had deep connections to Brazil, including a Brazilian wife. After his Wimbledon triumph, he moved out to Brazil, and he noted a lack of a true American institution, the fast food burger restaurant, and so he decided to open his own. Bob's first restaurant was launched in Copacabana Beach in Rio in 1952. After a few decades and much success, he sold the chain in the 1970s and moved back to California. But the restaurant chain lived on with his name on it.
Okay, so this is the artisanal burger that I'm going to try here. I think artisanal, to be honest, is a bit of a marketing stretch. But it's got everything you'd expect on a normal, like, McDonald's type of burger, but it's also got an egg in it. By the way, I should also say, it is January the 27th today? 26th of January. Bob Falkenberg, who founded Bob's Burgers, actually just died very recently, a couple of weeks ago, on the 6th of January 2022, so, you know, it seems quite appropriate that we're making this video about Bob's Burgers. Just a couple of weeks really after he died, at the age of 95. You know, he lived a very long life and he achieved a lot. This burger also has a fried egg on it, which is a bit unusual compared to like your standard McDonald's burgers. Anyway, let's try it. It's got some kind of weird cheesy sauce on it too. It's not bad. Strong meat flavour. As you would expect from anything made in Brazil, they usually love their meat, so it's very juicy. It's got that cheesy sauce, which tastes a little bit like Big Mac sauce. I'm impressed. Very strong meat flavour, very good. I like that. And a bit of crunchy lettuce as well. In my opinion, you can judge any fast food place like McDonald's or Burger King by the chips. And I remember I used to love Burger King chips more than any other ones, but then they changed the recipe at some point about 5 or 8 years ago, and I stopped liking them. So I stopped going to Burger King, basically because they changed the chips. McDonald's chips I like. So let's see what the Bob's chips are like. I don't even know if there's salt on these. It does need salt, but they're not bad. Becca didn't like them. She's filming me right now. But I tend to like thin, crispy chips. Are they as good as McDonald's ones? Probably not. I'm not really a potato person in general. I don't eat potatoes willy-nilly. Chips I'll eat sometimes, but even then they're not my favourite. It's kind of hard for me to judge. But they're alright, not bad. Last but not least, definitely not least, is the milkshake. Now I'm not going to lie to you guys, I've actually had loads of these before. This is an Ovomaltine milkshake, which is Bob's speciality. And every single time that I go to a shopping mall here in Brazil, I look for one of these because they are, I already can tell you, they're delicious. Apparently, Teca just told me, I didn't know this is very local Brazil food politics. Bob used to have the rights to the Ovomaltine milkshake, but then McDonald's in Brazil bought the rights to that. So then Bob's changed the recipe slightly and made their own one and called it crocante, which means crispy. I don't care if it's the real one or not. The Bob's milkshake, crocante, is very good. I like it, and every time I come to Brazil and go to a shopping mall, like I say, I have it. Again, this is risky to have one of these before going on a 12-hour flight. It's all good. We're going to survive. But that was pretty much it for my review of Bob's Burgers here in Brazil. Like I said, a classic Brazilian restaurant. I always think it's interesting to show you guys that it's something that's very uniquely Brazilian, but with an American twist because of Bob Falkenberg, who founded this place and then sold it once he had built it up to 12 different restaurants. If I was to give it a mark today, you know, he doesn't own it anymore, his family doesn't own it anymore. If I was to give it a mark out of 10 today, of 0 being the worst and 10 being Five Guys, McDonald's and Burger King being around 4 or 5, somewhere in the middle, I'd probably give it about the same as a McDonald's, 4 or 5 out of 10, roughly in the middle. No, it doesn't blow the lights out, it's from what I've had. You know, other people who watch this video now who are from Brazil and like Bob's can tell me if the burger I got was one of the better ones or not. You know, they've obviously got a lot of different items on the menu. You'll know better than me. That's just the first thing I thought looked alright to try today for this video. And it was quite nice, it wasn't bad. I have had a Bob's Burgers like years ago and I didn't like it back then. So maybe they've changed some things, maybe I had a bad burger at that time, but you know, I think for the milkshake alone, I like this place. And I love the story of Bob Falkenberg, who founded it from America and made this, you know, a stable name here in Brazil. But anyway guys, I'm here in Guarulhos Airport. I have got 3.5 hours until my flight to London. Like I said, that will be in another episode. I'll tell you all about that. But I just want to say for now, thank you very much for watching all of my Brazil videos. You can see the playlist linked down below, so you can see all of the videos from my Brazil trip. And I'll be back to Brazil again soon, basically. I love this place. I'm always here. My wife Teca, who's filming me now, is from Brazil, and we try and come back as often as possible. But I'm getting ready for a big flight, so thank you very much for watching again. I appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. More videos on the way very soon from the UK, I guess. Until the next adventure, have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are in the world. Take care.